Yo, what's up everyone? It's Aura, and today I'm going to be going over how to recover your teammates from pinball tables in Casino Park and Bingo Highway. It sounds like it'd be a pretty simple mechanic, but it's actually got a surprising amount of depth, and it's pretty tricky if you don't know how it works, so I'm going to make a whole video to go over how to do it and some practical examples for how to recover when you mess up. So, firstly, you can have all of your teammates alive, which you can tell based on the indicator in the corner of the screen, whether there are any crosses through your teammates' icons. If your whole team is alive, when you land back on the ground, you can use, each teammate has one action that you can use to call your teammates back, which for the speed character is roll. For the power character, it's your grounded attack or punch, and for the flight character, it's activating a flight. This will bring your teammates back together and is quicker than standing there for 3 seconds and waiting for your teammates to come back. However, if you've lost one character to the pinball table, if you do that, the other character will be permanently lost. Not even the checkpoints will bring them back. So in this case, you're going to have to wait the 3 seconds for them to come back if you want to use them. Lastly, if two of your teammates are dead, then when you land back on the ground from a pinball table, they'll come back immediately and you can act as quickly as possible, which is actually faster than having both of your teammates alive. So it's kind of tricky that that's how it works, but yeah. So now I'm going to get into some examples. All right, so the spot that I'm going to be showing off these examples for is going to be this part right after the table and the roulette wheel on Casino Park, which you get to this part of the stage in every team except for Chaotix. And first up, I'm going to show what you can do when all of your teammates are alive. So when you get off the table here, you can just wait 3 seconds for your teammates to show up and you can switch as normal. If you do it too early, obviously you get sent back to wherever they were on the table. But if you want to switch characters immediately when you get off, you can use your grounded or your callback action, which for the power character is the punch. So bang, punch, and I can switch. Even before you visibly see your teammates come back, you can switch as soon as you want. So if you were going to be doing the Sonic strat, you can just immediately switch to Sonic. All right, so the next case I want to cover is when one of your teammates is dead. So in this save state, Sonic has already died at the pinball table farther back. And if I get off the table and do a grounded action before the time when Sonic returns to me, he's going to be gone forever. So I'll show that real quick. So I punched immediately, and I can stand here for however long I want, and Sonic is not going to come back. He won't even come back from checkpoints like losing your teammates normally to either a weight or a jellyfish robot. Your only choice is to either get him back from the pinball table, team blast, or die. So, but luckily, in some situations, you can just get right back on the pinball table like this. Oh, great. And then you can get Sonic back that way. But sometimes that's just not an option. So you need to be very careful if you see one of your teammates dead to make sure to not do your grounded action. So instead, you actually have to wait and see the icon disappear, which for some reason takes varying amounts of time. Don't ask me why. This game is really weird. But yeah, be careful when you see one teammate dead. The last situation that I want to go over is whenever your teammates have both died further back on the pinball table. So in this case, I'm playing as Knuckles in this part as I was before, and Sonic and Tails have both already died. And counterintuitively, this is actually the best scenario you can get because you're at no risk of losing your teammates and they'll come back immediately. So right here, you'll see they come back immediately and I can switch and do whatever. So this is actually the best. Since this is the best outcome, there's actually some times where you want to kill your teammates on the pinball tables on purpose. And one scenario where it's pretty easy to do so, and I don't see many people doing, is in Casino Park here. So when you punch onto the gong to enter this tube, Sonic and Tails will be about like a second and a half behind you. And while you're on these tubes, pressing the control stick doesn't actually affect your movement, but it actually does affect your teammates if they're not in the tube. So since they're behind me, what I can do is I start by holding up and then I slowly curve to enter the tube down below. And then when I enter, I'm going to be holding like very far left because they're going to be going off the last tube and they're going to shoot way off to the side right now because I'm holding left. And then I can go back to right. And then bam, they both die every time. Get up there, man. And I can act immediately to do the skip here. So, hope that helps everyone, and hopefully I see a lot less people losing their characters forever on the pinball table. So thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys later.